Hi, this is Tom Malloy. Today I want to talk about things called VOD queues. And what I mean by this is VOD is video on demand. So to be the streamers, iTunes, Amazon, Vudu, Google Play. And the fact that there's a queue to get the content onto those platforms. Now, whether you work with a distributor like myself or another distributor or sales agent, there's even places online where you can put the film up and then they push out to those platforms. In any of those scenarios, there's always going to be a queue, meaning a process where it doesn't just go up immediately. The shortest time window I've ever seen is about 2 months, as far as from delivering it to the platform and it going up like 8 weeks, basically. So that you have to keep in mind, that's the shortest I've ever seen. Could be 12 weeks, could be 4 months, right? Before, as far as submitting it and then goes up. Now, the reason I bring this up is I've had filmmakers come up to me afterwards and say, oh, hey, I know the VOD comes out in a week, but we changed the ending. You change the ending, and then you find out it's like we added a credit at the end that we forgot to put in. It's like, it's already in the queue. Like, that is so tough. You can't just change it. It's not like, oh, great, here, let me just tell all these platforms that are gigantic like Amazon to just pull it down real quick and then put something else up. That's just not how it works. These big, gigantic companies have this incredible amount of product, and they are very tough to get somebody on the phone to change something. Perfect example is I had a filmmaker who had a bad experience with a distributor and then asked that distributor and convinced them to pull it off all these platforms, which the distributor did. And then they came to my company afterwards and asked us to put it out there. What we found was that in a couple of the VOD spaces, there was still the shell of that movie there. And what's unfortunate about that is that it had nothing to do with the distributor. The distributor had no way to take it on or off. Because that was done through the platform. The platform kept the shell. And the person was happy to try to help us, but no matter who we reached out to, we couldn't get it off. And if you Googled the name, or not Googled it, but you searched it in that platform, the first one to come up with this was the non-working shell of the movie. So that's why I tell people, if you're going to distribute it that way, and then you suddenly are upset with your sales agent or distributor, the best thing to do is get them on the phone and try to work it out, try to get them to support the film, see what they're doing. And in that case, it's much easier than going, pull everything off, and then you pull everything off, and guess what? The shells sit there, and then you can't get that shell off of that platform. So what I'm getting at is this. Prior to anything, prior to any sales agent deal, distributor deal, or if you're self-distributing, whatever it is, make sure you have the final version of the movie. The logos in the front, the credits in the back, whatever thing you want to do with the film, and have that ready, because it's not just an instant, oh, pull it up, pull it down, that type of thing. People forget credits all the time. That's kind of a common thing. I know I've done it where we've literally sent the end roll credits to like 3 or 4 producers. Did we make sure we got everybody? Great. We submit the movie, it gets to VOD, and then suddenly somebody, emails us and goes, oh, you forgot my name, and it's a small, it's a PA or something, and you can't pull those movies back off the platforms, change them, and get them back up. So be cognizant of that there's always a VOD queue between the time you submit the film and the time it's released to the general public.